Thank you, Larry. There is certainly quite a bit of detail in this bill that we feel will benefit the cause. However, I'd like to briefly explain to you the one provision that we see as a deal breaker that will make it pretty much impossible for us to support the legislation if this is not amended out of the bill. For those of you who don't understand very briefly the process of a police officer who is accused of misconduct, a police department has kind of an internal court system where the police officer would have a hearing within the department, and they would have 3 people that would be their trial board. They would hear the trial, and they would hear the case, and they would make a finding as to whether the officer is guilty or innocent. Currently, for brutality cases and for all cases, the police commissioner or the head of the police department chooses the 3 people who sit on the trial board who will determine whether the officer is innocent or guilty. This provision has a very poisonous part. What it does, it takes us backwards. With this provision would allow, and only in the cases of brutality, a police officer who is accused of brutality would be able to choose one of the member of the trial board. The agency would choose one member of the trial board. The police officer would choose one member of the trial board. And then the police officer, this is the accused, would have to agree with the agencies on the third. There are no restrictions, meaning that a police officer in Maryland who is accused of brutality, for their trial board, if they had a brother, if they had a best friend, a family member who worked for another department, they could actually choose them. If I, as an officer, am accused of brutality, I can choose my own brother to be a member of the trial board. Not only that, the officer has to agree on the third member. There's no resolution. So a police officer could simply say, I will never agree on the third member of the trial board, and legally there's no way to try the officer. They can basically stonewall the trial forever. Other than that, an agency can maybe go to court, can ask for mediation. In fact, this is how bad this is. The Maryland Chiefs of Police Association and the Maryland Sheriff's Association, along with the coalition, all oppose this bill. The Chiefs of Police have argued that they want to be able to discipline officers who are involved, to have a fair disciplinary process for an officer who is involved in brutality. So the people oppose it, the Chiefs of Police oppose it. We are questioning as to why the legislature would A, put this in, and B, how they could possibly allow something like this to continue. The position of the coalition is this must be amended out of the bill in order for us to support the legislation. Thank you.
Amen.